Stick around to find out about these killer custom bags made just for you from Pashton. When you have nothing to run on, when your entire existence as a politician serves to extricate yourself from legal problems, and it is about retribution, and it is about grievance, and it's not about making people's lives better or the country as a whole, make it great again. What you do is you lie. You have to resort to lies. When your ideas fundamentally don't resonate with the American people. When your abortion policy is radical and unwelcome by up to 85% of Americans. When your inaction on gun violence does the same. It's repulsive to the American people who want universal background checks, who want limitations on who can carry what weapons of war in the streets. Common sense stuff. Instead, what Donald Trump has done is spout and spew conspiracy theory and send his dopey daughter-in-law, the Republican National Committee chairwoman, out to run interference for him. And she sat down just this morning with Casie Hunt from CNN, which looked like it was going to be another softball, nonsense, bullshit interview from a CNN reporter. She let her slide on the first absolute avalanche of dipshittery that she laid out for the American people. But then she did get to what I think the crux of the interview was going to be. And it's about Donald Trump's lies about mail-in voting, Donald Trump's conspiracies about our democracy, tearing at the very fabric of how we self-govern as a people. There's the best way to do it. I'm just going to get into this clip. I'm going to play this clip and then we'll talk about it. But I want you to really try to wrap your head around the twisting and pretzelizing of herself. Not a word. We'll make it a word for today. Twisting herself into a pretzel to try to make sense of Donald Trump's wild, rampant conspiracy theories that do really nothing but harm his effort to try to get elected by discouraging Republicans from taking advantage of certain methods of voting in the upcoming election. Watch this.
Lara, I also want to ask you about something he posted recently on Truth Social, where he actually called on the RNC, the organization you're a co-chair of, to activate now. And this was around mail-in voting. He said, he was quoting Tucker Carlson here with an election expert, that 20% of mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania are fraudulent. Here we go again. Where is the Attorney General, the FBI to investigate? Where is the Republican Party in Pennsylvania? The RNC must activate now. Now, in August, the RNC, your RNC, and the Trump campaign launched a Get Out the Vote tool where Pennsylvania voters can request a mail-in ballot directly. Is the former president saying that Republicans in Pennsylvania should not ask for these ballots?
And no, quite the opposite. Donald Trump wants every voter, no matter if you're voting Republican, Democrat, or third-party candidate, to feel comfortable that you can vote.
20% of them are fraudulent?
He's specifically referencing information from the 2020 election. What we're talking about right now is making sure that every vote matters and every vote counts. And I've worked very hard.
What information do we have?
RNC.
What evidence is there that 20% of the mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania in 2020 were fraudulent?
I didn't see that report, so I'd have to go back and look at it. So I can't directly speak to that. But what I can tell you is we've worked very hard on the ground at the RNC to make sure every voter in this country feels like when you cast a ballot, whether it's via mail, whether it's early voting in person, or whether it's on election day in an election office around the country, your vote matters and your vote counts. And Donald Trump very much wants every Republican voter to vote however they feel most comfortable, and every voter in this country to vote however they feel most comfortable. So I would have to go back and look at that. I have not studied that.
All right.
Obviously, the follow-up should be, wait. You are the co-chair of the Republican National Committee, and you haven't done the research into these theories, these reports that your candidate, the leader of your party, is putting out there in the public. That seems a little odd, Laura, does it not? Why would you not educate yourself, make yourself fully aware of what the situation is on the ground when there is fraud being committed, an attempt to meddle in our democracy you would think you would want to be fully apprised of that particular very serious situation, would you not? I mean, unless, of course, it's bullshit. Unless, of course, it's just the rantings of a madman who will stop at nothing to end democracy in the United States, who will stop at nothing to terminate all rules, regulations, and articles up to and including the Constitution of the United States as he becomes dictator on day one. Unless those things, then yeah, of course it makes sense that you wouldn't have looked into the report knowing you were going to go on a national, and by extension, international news program that was going to be talked about by goofs like me on the internet. This is the deal. There is no conspiracy. 20% of mail-in ballots are not fraudulent. They were not fraudulent. It is all lies. It is all conspiracy meant to either cast doubt on the election so when he loses in grand fashion this time, again, he can call for violence. He can call for overthrow. He can call for insurrection once again, because this is it for Donald Trump. He's not running again. He might not survive to the next presidential election. Again, Big Mac sauce coursing through his calcified arteries and veins. This is all they got. This is it. Anyway, I would welcome your participation in this conversation. You can comment below. That's great. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, you can email me as always, daily@dollemore.com. Please help me make this work, produce this work. Click the join button for $2 a month. You can become a channel member. You can drop a super thanks. That's great. Very immediate way of supporting the channel. You can also go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/I Doubt It podcast, which again, does not just support the podcast. It absolutely is a measure of support for this program right here on YouTube. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, Blue Sky, all of them at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. Another way to support the show, stick around. Check out this offer from my friends over at Pashton Bags. This obviously is a different kind of channel sponsorship, a different kind of product ad. We're all different, unique in ways that set us apart from everybody else. And we shouldn't be ashamed of our differences. We should be proud of what makes us unique. Why should it be any different for the items we carry every day that become a reflection of our individuality? Pashton bags and accessories are hand-created, custom travel and play and work bags that allow you to have it your way. Handcrafted and handmade in small batches to ensure uniqueness and style, which allows you to accentuate all the you that you are in your own unique way. Your first Pashton bag could be ready to ship as early as today from their exclusive collection, but there are certainly custom items available to you that could take a little time to create and ship. There are also endless ways to customize their messenger bags and backpacks, not to mention waist bags that can be converted into crossbody configurations. Pashton has a wide variety of colors and materials that are stylish and durable, from waterproof waxed canvas to a number of responsibly sourced exotic skins. Pashton will help you celebrate your unique you. So visit the link in the description to check it out and take advantage of this uniquely awesome deal of 15% off of your first purchase for a limited time.